Hi everyone, welcome back to SketchUp Tools. In this video, we'll be diving into our drawing tools. For our previous video, we talked about our navigation or camera tools. But for this video, we'll be talking about our drawing tools. So the drawing tools are your core tools you use to create shapes and lines in SketchUp. Basically, mastering these tools will give you the foundation to build any model, from a simple cube to a full kitchen layout, to a living room space, an exterior building, or if you are focused on product modeling. These are some of the tools that you need to master. So let's get started. For our first tool, we're talking about our line tool. Our line tool helps you create straight edges between 2 points. You can activate the line tool by clicking on the line tool icon, or you activate the line tool by pressing L on your keyboard. So this activates the line tool basically. So the line tool helps you create an edge from a start point to an end point. So this is our start point and our end point. You can easily draw lines in all axes and in all directions when you're using the line tool. You can click on the line tool. If you want to draw a line across the y-axis, which is the green axis here, you can click, hold down your shift button and click to the other point. Now we have a vertically straight line for 2 points. Same thing applies to the red axis and also to our blue axis. All you need to do is click on the first point, hold down your shift button and click on your end point. The beauty about the line tool is you just don't have to create lines randomly. You can input the distance of the line you want. So for instance, if you want a 6-foot line, that is 72 inches, you can easily click on our first point and type in the figure 72. Currently, I'm working on the inches template. So any figure I'm inputting is going to be in inches. So after clicking on typing in your 72, you don't need to click the endpoint. All you need to do is click on enter and you have a line of 72 inches of 6 foot. So that's basically for our line tool. I'll quickly just give us a demo on how to create. Let's create a square of 4 foot by 4 foot. So we can say 48 by 48, 48. So these are 4 lines creating a face and a shape in SketchUp. So that's basically for our line tool. For our next tool, we'll be talking about our rectangle tool. Our rectangle tool helps us draw rectangles or square or any shape that is in the same family as the rectangle or square. And I believe those are just the 2 shapes in that family. So you can activate the rectangle tool by clicking on the rectangle tool icon or using the arrow button. So you can click on it. It helps you draw rectangles from one corner to the opposite corner. And you can input dimensions just like a line tool to draw an exact shape for your rectangle. If you want a rectangle of 2, let's say a rectangle of 3 by 2, we can input, let's say 36 by 24, we can say 36, 24. This gives us a rectangle of 3 feet by 2 feet. And the rectangle tool can also be used to draw squares. So instead of, if you want to randomly draw a perfect square, you can hold down your shift button and it snaps into a perfect square proportion. So you can easily draw squares when you're using your rectangle tool. All you need to do is hold on your shift button to snap your rectangle tool into a square shape function. So creating stuff like, let's say our countertop for our kitchen layout, we can easily use the rectangle tool to create stuff like that. We can create a cabinet of, let's say, 36 inches by 24 by 36. So we can say 36 by 24, pull up by 36. I think that's the function I'm supposed to leave for later on. So currently we have a rectangle, let's just go 36 by 24. I have a rectangle of 36 by 24. That will be for our rectangle tool. For the next tool, we'll be talking about our circle tool. The circle tool basically is used to create perfect circles, but the circle tool is not just the, or should I say, there are other families that are classified under the circle tool. There are tricky ways for us to get that, but for the circle tool, basically, you just use the circle tool for creating perfect circles. You can activate the circle tool by clicking on C on your keyboard, or you click on the icon. So when you're drawing your circle, you're drawing from your center point and you drag outward for your radius. So if we want a circle of 24 inches radius, we input 24. After we click, we drag, we input 24, or click on enter. Currently, this radius is 24 inches, which is 2 feet. So you can definitely have precise circular shapes than like precise circular shapes with dimension than just randomly drawing, guessing the dimension of the circle you want to work with. So there are so many things we can use our circle tool for. We can use them for cylinders. We can use them for tubes. Those are some of the the basic functions we can use our circle tool for. Next, we'll be talking about our polygon tool. The polygon tool is used for drawing polygons. Like we all know, polygons are objects or shapes that have more than 3 sides. So technically, I don't know, should we say more than 3 sides or more than 5 sides? Because a triangle, I can classify that under a polygon. A square, it's a polygon, and they all have equal sides. I forgot to mention that. And we have a hexagon, we have hexagon, octagon, heptagon, and so on. So if we want to activate our polygon tool, we can just click on the polygon tool, the icon here. So we click at the center point and we drag outwards. So you can get, currently we're having a polygon of 6 sides. You can change the number of sides for your polygon by first clicking the polygon tool. Currently, if we check our measurements, measurement bar, you have 6 sides. There's an indication that says sides here, and we have 6 currently. So if we want to work on 5 sides, you can input 5, enter, click, and drag. If we want to we want a polygon of 12 sides, you can input 12, enter, click, and we drag. So that's one of the easy way to use your polygon tool. Your polygon tool can be easily used to create hexagonal tile patterns and different patterns. You can decide to repeat this after creating, and that definitely has given us a pattern. So that's one of the basic functions of our polygon tool. For the next tool, we're talking about our arc tools. We have various arc tools. We have the 2-point arc tool, which is this. We have the 3-point arc tool. We have the pi tool. So for the 2-point arc tool, it simply implies you are trying to draw an arc along 2 points. So you have your starting point and your end point, and your arc is coming along those 2 points. I don't know if that is clear. So you have an arc being drawn along 2 points. So the starting point, the end point, this is an arc. You can say this is a starting point, the end point, and this is an arc. This shape now was created fully using arcs. So we have 1 arc here, 2, 3, and 4. Those are 4 arcs that were created from one endpoint to another to form a shape. So I think this looks more like a fire shape, if I'm not mistaken. This looks more like a fire shape that was created with the 2-point arc. For the 3-point arc, it works similarly with the 2-point arc, but now you're working with 3 points: your starting point, your end point, your midpoint, and your end point. That's for your 3-point arc. Click, click, click. So if you want to form a Pac-Man shape, you can easily use this to form a Pac-Man shape. That's for your 3-point arc. So for our pi tool, it's also used to draw arc shapes quickly, like the but it's usually used to draw arc shapes along a radius, a certain radius. So if we want an arc shape around, let's say 30 degrees for the starting points, you can say from this is our midpoint. I want to start from 30 degrees. This is a 30 degrees arc. So if we want an arc of, let's say, 35 degrees, this 35-degree arc. You can also input, after getting your length, you can input your length. Let's say we want an arc with equal straight lines of 60 inches. So we can input 60 inches, and we want the arc to be 55 degrees. We can input 55 degrees. So currently we have an arc created with two lines of 60 inches and 55 degrees arc. That should be for our 2 points, our pi arc 2. And lastly, we'll be talking about our freehand tool. I don't usually use this most of the time, but this is one of the common tools some people use for drawing and tracing. So you can activate the freehand tool by clicking on the freehand tool icon. You click and use the freehand tool to draw curves. So this helps you create curves of, like, these curves are created with broken straight lines. That's one of the function of the freehand tool. So it's used for creating basic organic shapes or a quick rough sketch of basic organic shapes. So remember, we created something like a fire shape using the 2-point arc tool. We can quickly just try to trace something similar. This is not looking too good. I think I have a terrible sketch. You understand? So I want to create like a crown. So you can say this my crown is not looking so well. That's one of the function of the freehand tool. So that will be some of the basic drawing tools that help you with creating shapes, objects, fun interior spaces, exterior buildings, and all that. If you are a product designer, these are some of the tools you need, your drawing tools, to help you create basic shapes that you can transform into incredible objects and spaces. So we'll be quickly having a recap of all the tools. We'll talk about our drawing tools. We talked about our line tool, which helps us draw an edge between 2 points. We talked about our rectangle tool that helps us draw a rectangle or a square shape from one corner to the other. We talked about our circle tool that helps us draw circular shapes along the radius. And we talked about our polygon tool that can be used to create different sides of polygon. Our arc tool, which can be used to create curved edges along 2 points, along 3 points, and along different radiuses. Then lastly, we talked about our freehand tool, which can be used to create organic shapes. So for our next video, we'll be moving on to modification tools. These are some of the tools that help us transform our shapes drawn by our drawing tools into 3D models. Okay, if you found this video helpful and useful, don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel, and stay tuned for our next video. Thanks for watching.